oh my god, that is so annoying. How can it run out of space just when I was getting to the good part of the video? Okay, guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of my talk about hearing voices in your head and healing from them. Okay, so I told my life story. Okay, I was 12 when I started hearing voices in my head. I spoke about the recovery. I spoke about hearing from hearing voices. I spoke about voices having a sort of central hold, as sort of a strong man. And I spoke about doing journaling, detective work, and trying to see where your voices came in and how to heal from the voices. And I spoke about voices, hearing voices in your head being scary beyond belief. And I was just talking about getting into art and some great people in the past. Van Gogh, he had mental illness. He cut his own ear off when he had a panic attack once. Think about it. It got so deep. He was in a mental hospital, and he did some of his greatest work in a mental hospital. So this is part 2 of my how to heal from hearing voices in your head. And doing art and writing is a great way of self-expression. And in spirituality, even in paganism, they have something called shadow work. So basically, shadow work is getting your head down, all those negative thoughts down on a piece of paper, all of it, getting all that negativity down on a piece of paper through writing, through art. It could be drawing pictures of skeletons or whatever, or screaming faces. It can be writing. It can be, and that's seen as a healer. So if you hear voices in your head and you're getting thoughts, you're getting anger, you're feeling all this rage inside of you, writing it, getting it down, that's a safe way of expressing it. So that's a safe way of expressing that pain, that hurt, in a way that doesn't harm anyone or yourself. And even also fitness is, if you can do fitness, that is great. Fitness releases endorphins in your brain, which are the feel-good hormones. Doing cycling classes or martial art classes, if they're not too aggressive, that can be a great way. That can be a great way of healing from hearing voices. Fitness. There's even Joe Wicks. I was a fan of him when I was into fitness, and he told a story about being, when he was younger, he went for a traumatic child. He got into fitness, and he saw it as a way of healing from things he went through. A copyright, Joe Wicks, got that. So yeah, writing, art, expressing your rage in a safe way that doesn't harm anyone or yourself is great. Fitness is a great way of expressing all of this. And drama is another way of self-expression. I feel like, don't even think that you have to do everything all straight away. Don't try not to get so ambitious that you're trying to do one thing after another, because I feel like having time to yourself in between, we all need time to ourselves. We can't be busy all the time. And if we are busy all the time, we don't get time for ourselves, then we mess up our body. And this is the only body and mind we have. So if you mess up this body, then you don't get another one. So it's really important to take care of yourself and look after your health. And also, friends are really important for people with mental health. Everyone needs friends, and particularly older people. Particularly, they need friends more than anybody. So finding people who have been through things that you have been through, people you find a longing, deep connection with, to share life with, is very important if you have mental illness. It's it's important for anyone, especially if you have mental illness. And we attract the sort of people, like the sort of energies we give off. So we attract people like us. It's something to do with the law of attraction or something. But there are ways of healing from hearing voices. Don't feel as though you're alone in this journey or hearing voices, because you're not alone. Other people, a breakdown can happen to absolutely anybody. Even the doctor even he can have a breakdown. It can happen to anybody, and at the end of the day, we're all humans. We think like humans. Deep down, we're humans deep down. We have hearts, we have minds, we feel all these things. And when things get too much, obviously, that's a stress on the brain. So, and from personal experience, some of the deepest, I suffer from severe flashbacks and PTSD, and it can affect relationships in the family. PTSD, and particularly trauma in childhood, can cause PTSD. So I'm trying to get the words together. It's just my mind's just blocking everything out just talking about it. But when I get the flashbacks, they are strong, they are intense, but you can't do anything about what has happened. That's that S. That happened. It happened. We can't do anything about the past, but we can do something about the future. We can change the future if we put our minds to it. It's possible to heal. And traumas, things that have happened, right, some of these things stick with us all of our lives. They never stop. They're always there in the background. But all you can do is look after number one, heal, try to take care of your body and your mind, look after your health, and that easier said than done. Try to be around people who are positive and support you on your recovery. And if some people are on your journey are funny about your mental illness, or I'm a pagan, or I'm a pagan, and some people are really, really funny about that. They tell me all these things. I've been called all sorts of things. There's one guy walked up into the library and was telling me about infidelity and being wrong. And my mum's boss had a word with me for about an hour telling me that you can't do this, you can't do that, you sinner, and all this. But at the end of the day, that's not your problem, it's their problem. No one has the right to disrespect your belief system, or if you have mental illness or autism or whatever. That's what makes you beautiful. So don't let other people tell you who you are and who you aren't, because only you know you. You are your own boss, and it is possible to heal from it. It is. I healed from it, and it took a long time, but I healed. The voices stopped, and I got into spirituality. I found ways of dealing with this stuff, and you can too. You are number one. Look after yourself. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed my part 2 to how to heal from hearing voices in your head. I'm so sorry. My previous video cut out. This phone of mine has a temperamental side to it. But thank you for joining my YouTube channel. Enjoy, guys. Bye.